So it's your turn, Glenn.
So these aren't the monsters. This is different.
No, it's a different character
Okay, here we
from Pop
go.
Mart. All right, here we go. Oh, are you excited?
And for the record, I'm not into this. This is your thing.
You are.
Ooh. It comes in a little
thingamajigger.
doily. I'll do nothing with this. It's lace. Is it panties?
It's panties.
What's up, friends? Welcome back to the pod. I'm Glenn.
I'm Simi.
And this episode is going to be Le Bublius.
Boo-boo, fuku.
Mimi Siku.
Hacipupu. Thanks, I have something in my teeth.
Is it poppy seeds? Because there is one.
Well, be right back. Sponsored by Colgate.
An American brand. I think you're fine. On this episode of the pod, we're going to discuss things such as current events, humorous happenings, and the fashion of the future. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss out. This podcast is available on YouTube, but if you want to listen to us, it is also a podcast made for listening because that's how podcasts started. How's your week going, Simi?
It's going really good. You sound really hoarse today. What's going on?
I rode a horse yesterday in the wilderness with Pocahontas, and it did not go well.
Oh.
I did not see the far side of the moon, and I did not see the wolf cry. He was actually laughing at me from sucking too much popsicles this summer.
Water from around the bend.
And when I bent, water came out.
Oops.
And that's how you have a baby in America.
That looks like a libubu.
This episode will be airing
tomorrow
in the future.
Tuesday.
So I can't ask you about how your July 4th was because it already happened and you'd be making it up.
I'm actually house sitting for 4th of July. So I will be having a nice time with a dog because it's also a dog sitting figure.
Occupation.
Yes.
And what would you say are the keys to being a good dog sitter in this economy?
Walking the dog as often as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Not giving it things that it's not supposed to eat.
Such as?
Chocolate, grapes, tomatoes.
Dogs can't have grapes?
I don't think so. I just know I'd never give them a grape.
I have babysat this same dog involuntarily, and it's a really nice dog because it really wants to be with you.
Yes.
Good.
What do you mean? Like that? No. They're not like cats.
Not all dogs want to like.
They're kind of like labubus. They just kind of always want to be with you.
I don't think all dogs are like that, though. Are they? I've never had a dog.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if it's not your dog, then maybe not, but
most of the time dogs just like bark at me.
It's an energy thing.
It's an energy thing.
You know, you got that awkward energy sometimes, which like is fine.
They come from my trauma.
But so do I.
Interesting. That's a wonderful point. Would you like to elaborate on that nevertheless? Forthcoming.
No, I'm just excited to...
Is there anything you're grateful for on this day of celebration for freedom?
I don't know if this is a grateful type of holiday, but
it is what
it
is supposed to be for.
Patriotic. I guess every holiday
isn't patriotism supposed to be like gratitude for your winnings? Because it's like they had a bunch of wars and then they're like, we won, and then they're like, we're gonna have a holiday to think about it. Because there's one for the dead, which is Memorial Day, and then this
I'm
is
usually
like,
just happy that I don't have work, but this year I do have work.
Oh no. Okay, so you're not grateful for anything for the holiday for gratitude.
What about you?
I heard an interesting thing today about, we'll see how it goes in the future, but apparently today is like Canada Day, and Canadians like really don't like us right now because of some things. So they're like really like getting into it.
Well, that's good.
They're having like extra Canada-ness, I guess.
Curricular.
I've only been to Canada one time. There's a really good waterfall. And then what else happened? And that was it.
Yeah, I've never been to Canada. I don't think they want me there.
You're not.
Nice.
Nice. That makes sense. Wonderful. Other current events I said we wouldn't talk about on the podcast. We went back to Costco. I wasn't going to renew my membership, but I have 30 days left to make that important decision. And my most recent trip was not good.
Because we forgot the cauliflower pizza.
I did forget to purchase something that I did want, but it's like become very chaotic. I think this like weird transition from Pepsi to Coke has like got people up in arms. You know what I mean? Like the lines were crazy. I like didn't know what to get, like the paper towels, the churro bites are missing. They've like switched to donut bites. Like the whole experience was off.
Not only just donut bites, old-fashioned donut bites,
which is like would allude to like, because isn't that like a sour cream donut? You know what I mean? You ever had that? Like an
No.
an old fashioned. It's like the tractor tire, but it's like sweeter.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
I like old-fashioned donuts better than regular donuts.
I feel like I've seen into your soul.
Thank you
for that information. Although you're supposed to have your microphone farther away from your mouth due to regulations, and I have been adhering to it.
Yes,
and it's most difficult, and you've been failing. So it seems like a setup.
Sorry, production.
I've been gaslit.
We have a lot of people in the studio today.
The levels will not. Thank you, Pamela. Yeah. No, it's okay.
Gina, I'm okay.
It's okay. No, we don't need to start over. It'll be fine.
Guys, calm down.
No, we don't need hair and makeup. It's fine. Let's just get through it. Let's do the dailies.
Take two.
It won't be
at your ones.
It won't be a problem.
We'll
fix it in. We can do that in post, right? Okay. But we're doing for the lunches.
Yeah, lunches 12.
I'm not doing the Cobb again. I'm gonna do the Caesar. Yeah, and we're doing it in the dressing room. Anyway,
Now you got me hungry.
And yet I'm not hungry. It's really hitting. Yeah, I'm a little.
It's so early in the morning. Ugh.
It's so early in the morning. This podcast makes so much sense. I'm a little under the weather. I've been running myself a little ragged. If you've listened to our podcast before, you'll know that as an elder millennial, I have been struggling to obtain a long-term occupation to meet my basic financial needs. And I have recently fallen into the labor force. And it's like feast or famine in the world. So when it's feast, because you've had famine, you're like so desperate to work that you say yes to everything, but then you sacrifice your health. So I've literally been working like 8 to 9 hour shifts, and then with like a 2-hour commute each way. And then I'll sleep for 2 hours, and then I'll go teach 2 spin classes, like in zone 4 cardio, like performing, sweating,
working out 7 days a week, which we talked about.
And then I'll also go to the gym. So I'm basically dying. And it's hard because you're like seeking balance, but at the same time, you're killing yourself. And then you finally hit that wall, and you'll go to your boss and you'll be like, hey, like last night I text one of the spin studios and I said, hey, like it's not going to happen. And they were like, oh, well, it's too late to cancel. And you're just like, it kind of felt like when you want to like call out of school in high school, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, am I going to graduate or not? Like, you know what I mean? You're like, if I'm hospitalized, will it be okay? Like for me to prioritize my health, or like somehow is it still, it's like you're put in that position where you're like, somehow is this still like my fault that I'm just trying to like do it all? So if I sound sick, that's what it is. But I actually feel fine. That's the funny thing. Everybody's like, go get antibiotics, go take this, do this. Like, and it's like, I feel fine. I just
need rest.
I need rest. You know what I mean? And that's just not a resource that is available to people of my generation. They say it gets better, but that's not something we're doing. We're doing exhaustion.
I love that for you.
I'm wearing exhaustion.
You're looking good. You've been working out every day.
You can't have the microphone so close to your face.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You'll get in trouble.
Sorry, production. Sorry.
You get in trouble with the levels.
We decided not to produce any of this because Glenn is off the cuff. He's just an improv genius.
Mostly like we're into things that are trending. So obviously Labubu's huge right now.
I'm really obsessed. You know what? I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but I'm not. Like, I get it. And
it's $1 billion industry. There's nothing. It's like people being embarrassed about being a Disney adult, or people making fun of Disney adults. Like, that's probably $1 trillion industry. You know what I mean? Being into musicals, you're like, it's $1 billion industry. Like, I'm not alone, like, in this interest. Like, you're actually the bully.
Yeah, we are the consumers.
But those same people are into, they'll be like, I'm into raving. And you're like, oh, you've been to a rave? You've been to like a secret organized alleyway warehouse party downtown? And they're like, no, I go to EDC. You're like, that's organized by Live Nation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, that's the same as Coachella. Like, you're not into raves. You just spend money on beads, you know? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and then, you know, they obviously like do drugs, whatever.
What?
But it's like, and they think they're cool, but it's like, do you know who makes the drugs? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's funny that people like think they're cool, but you're like, you realize everybody's doing everything. You're not special. Like, the only person that's special is like me. It's me. So that's really cool right now. Other trending topics. If you guys haven't purchased an Owala bottle, I know everybody went through like a Stanley phase, whatever, but they're just not it.
So Glenn bought me one the other week
for your birthday,
and it's the best thing I've ever owned in my life. You don't know this, but I even bought an accessory for it. It's like the bottom of it. It's a purple one.
Yeah, y'all.
Consumerism.
It's the little things we have to live for at this point. That's all we have. You know
And
what I
they
mean?
do like the not urgency, with a scarcity marketing kind of too, because they have like different colorways and they have drops for different colorways and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, this is good marketing.
Geniuses.
Genius. And I mean, get on it.
Get on it. You better get on it. Get on it. Get on it.
Get on up, get on up and shake that.
There's
voila.
definitely a lesson to be learned there as well.
Okay. So how was your week?
Well, thank you for asking me that question back. Busy. I work a lot. So I've just pretty much been working and then just kind of working and working and working and then lots of working. And then when I'm not working and sometimes when I am working, I'm thinking about things that I have to do, such as laundry.
Outside of work to actually get back to work?
So I can get back to work more efficiently so I can provide for these
For me.
companies so that they can be successful.
For us.
And that is
our little
pretty much
family.
all that I do with my life as well. And then I do work out a lot, but that I think is to cope with the trauma of living and for aesthetic beauty, for vanity.
Period.
And this is America. I used to be into watching TV, but I no longer have the ability to do that due to time constraints and lack of interest.
When we watch TV now, or mostly when you watch TV now, I'll give you like maybe like 10 seconds and you're out.
I'm either asleep or I'm gone.
Which like I envy, because we've talked about this before. You could literally just shut your eyes and you're out.
Yeah, I'm like
me. I just have like anxiety for days, and I just think too much, and I just don't. Even if I'm dead tired, I just can't go to sleep sometimes.
That's crazy.
So I'd be looking crazy.
So what about you guys? Are you guys coping?
Who's you guys? Where are they?
The fans. Well, in the first podcast that we did when we came back, I said viewers, but then I also said listeners. And as a listener, I was like, because I was listening to it, I wasn't viewing it, and I was like very triggered because I'm like, I'm not watching anything. I'm in my car, so I need to get my pronouns correct, my adjectives.
Adjectives.
Correct.
Okay.
The other topic I have, back to Costco, is we went to Costco to buy beverages because it's like there's nothing really else to live for other than like having a supple quantity of beverages. You know, you're like, sometimes you want a soda and sometimes you want a water and then sometimes you want like an iced coffee, you know?
And
there's like additional beverages like coconut water, tea, energy drinks, but it's like, I don't want to carry it up the stairs.
That part right there.
But if I could, I would stock those beverages and then like rotate. But anyway, so we went to Costco to get snacks, and it's like, what are people snacking on anymore? Like, we were so confused because it's like, you know, you're not supposed to eat processed food anymore, and that's all that snacks are.
I bought chips.
Oh, yeah. He was like, I think I'm craving like some savory chips. And I was like, okay. So I was waiting at the end of the aisle, and I figured he would get like, you know, like one of those mixed packs, or like Sun Chips or the kettle corn chips, or, you know, it's like Costco. It's like a variety of like 700, whatever. And he comes back with a bag of Doritos the size of his torso. I'm like, what? It's like not practical.
No.
Because you can't eat it all in one setting. And how is that going to stay fresh?
Yeah. And then once you do eat it, you like put it away. And then about like maybe the fourth time you like go into the bag, they're all crushed up. There's no whole chips anymore.
I just don't know what people are snacking on. At my job, they have this like little student store. It's like a little kiosk where you can buy stuff, and you just look at the snacks and you're like, every candy bar I've ever had is a disappointment. You know what I mean? Maybe your first Snickers, or like around Halloween, like the little ones are pleasing because it's like a little Snickers.
A little Milky Way.
But a little Milky Way, a little Payday. Like,
that's your thing, a Payday. I don't get that.
Well, because I'm convinced it's like more protein because it's peanuts. It's like healthier, but it's just caramel.
Sound off in the comments.
Anyway, the snacks are not snacking. And then there's this like new world where people snacks healthy. There's those like protein chips. Like, I have never once had a protein chip that tasted good. It has like a weird back flavor. Have you had those?
Mm-mm.
Like Quest protein chips. It's disgusting. And then if you go to 7-Eleven, I go to 7-Eleven all the time. I'm a rewards member. Highly recommend downloading the app. Such a good deal. They've turned an entire aisle of snacks into protein snacks. It's like cookies, but it's a protein cookie, but they're disgusting.
Well, sometimes you need your protein. You should know this more than anyone else.
Nobody's buying it. It won't last. It's a trick. It's a scam. There's a girl I work with, and she's always like, it's a scam. And I'm like, did you hear what happened? She goes, yeah, it's a scam. And it was, and I literally worked with her one time. I didn't even know her name. And she said it to me, and I was like, this is the clearest moment I've ever had. Like, I'm like, I feel like you're like Oprah. You're like a Jesus. So since then, everything I do, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I think this is a scam. So shout out to you. If you know who you are, you know who you are. She's my favorite person. But everything. So if you're having a hard day or you're going through something, just remember it's a scam. Trademark, not me. What other topics do we have?
We have a little thing. Like I told you, we're probably going to open up Pop Mart stuff all the time because I'm obsessed, and I'm so sorry that you have to endure this. But Glenn, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Are we going to save it for the end?
We're already towards the end.
You want to do one more topic of your choosing?
I really want to open up this dang box, but no, we can.
Fine, we have enough.
No. Let's. Topic that I want to talk about is. Now I'm trying to think.
What are your?
I want to talk about Keke Palmer. She is on fire right now, and she's doing it, and I'm obsessed.
Right now, since
I mean, she always has in my like brain, but like
Keke Palmer has always been everything. My introduction to Keke Palmer. Dim the lights. I need a spotlight on me. Do you remember? This is for elder millennials and possibly adults, but they probably lost their memory now. So go to Starbucks. Okay, this was in the iTunes days. If you don't know what that is, you're going to have to ask ChatGPT to explain it to you or watch a YouTube video because it's very different.
Oh, ask your mama.
Music is very different now. This was post Kazaa, post Napster. We were into the iTunes. Like they were trying to get everybody to pay for music. Kind of CD time too, but not
I don't
really.
even know what you're talking about. I'm so young.
You're like, what's Napster? Did they make a movie about that? Anyway, you would go into Starbucks with your money, and it was a little more affordable back then, but you were getting a Frappuccino. You know what I mean? Like nobody ordered coffee back then. Caramel Frappuccino, extra caramel. And they had these little cards next to the register that you would pick up, and you'd be like, is this free? And they would be like, yeah, it's free. And it had a code, and you would go to iTunes, which is a website, and you get a free download. And when they made Aquila and the Bee, she had a song on it, or somebody had a song. I don't know. Anyways, that's how I learned about Keke Palmer. I think there was a whole merchandise line. Maybe Starbucks produced the film. I don't know. But then I saw the movie, which like, it's an okay movie. You know what I mean? Like it's about learning.
It's good.
Like it's fine. But I was like in love with her since then.
I think the first time I ever experienced Keke Palmer was, is it the beauty shop? It was like the barbershop.
Barbershop, like, beauty shop.
Or maybe it was the barbershop.
Barbershop.
And it was hilarious. I mean, anytime she is on screen, she steals the show.
Yeah.
Anytime she's in, I mean, and she's in front of like a big star sometimes, and she's always stealing.
I don't know why she hasn't hosted the Oscars. Like they're always so desperate for hosts. I get it. Doesn't have an Oscar, but like she's funny. She's like Jimmy Kimmel doesn't have an Oscar. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like she's glamorous. She's beautiful. She's hilarious. She's timely. She's witty. She's smart. She can sing. Hello.
Just everything. I mean, I'm kind of like gagged because, and I hope that like this doesn't hurt anything because I don't want her to unfollow me, but she follows me on Instagram.
Oh God, that's crazy. How random. Maybe because your dance content?
No.
Like
I worked with her like one time, like over 10 years ago on some like small like music video type thing. But obviously haven't seen her in 10 years.
He got a plug.
But I mean, I'm just so happy for her and her success and what she's doing right now. I mean, I feel like it's just the beginning for her too. Like she's going to be an EGOT person.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
For sure.
Yeah. Keke Palmer for president.
Well, hear me out. That's what they say at work now too. Have you guys heard of this new trend? It's like, hear me out. I tried to tell them it's like our doorstep trend, but they're like, it's different. Do you guys know the hear me out trend? You're like, hear me out though. You know what I'm talking about?
You never use that?
I never used that before in my life. This girl at work, I like love her. She was like, who's your hear me out? And I was like, what? She's like, who's your hear me out? And I'm like, I don't understand. So she explained it to me and I was dying.
Wait, what is it? Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm misunderstanding what it is.
It's like somebody in the workplace or like a friend or like a celebrity you're trying to like justify either like getting with or like, you know, whatever. It's just like a joke.
Oh.
But it's like, but hear me out. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess they play that game and I was dying. It's so funny. So now anytime anybody brings anybody up, I'm just like, well, hear me out though. Like,
so who's your hear me out?
At work?
Sure.
No idea.
Well, what about celebrity? Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer would be my hear me out. Duh. Oh my God. Hear me out. I'd be like, Keke girl, I am gay, but I'm coachable. So I'm willing to do what it takes. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm willing to look the other way. Okay. I'll wear what you want me to wear, what you want me to eat. All I need is a couple songs in the evening
And a Labubu.
and a Labubu. Oh my God, can you imagine the Keke Palmer Labubu collection? What would they be called? Keke Bubus? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the online wait? People would be like in the streets.
Scarcity marketing.
The scarcity marketing. She just told my Keke Bubu. Just like ripping each other's hair out.
No, I want a Keke Boo.
They're coming.
Is this a Keke Boo?
Oh my God. Anyway.
I don't know who Hockey is.
All right.
Or
Hooky Pookie.
Poo.
Hacipupu gummy bear.
So it's your turn, Glenn.
So these aren't the monsters. This is different.
No, it's a different character
Okay,
from Pop Mart. Show the camera the different ones and which one you would probably want.
Because there's cherry flavor, pineapple flavor, peach, green apple, blueberry, and grape, and then a secret.
Look at that.
Thanks, Pop Mart.
All right, here we go. Oh, are you excited?
And for the record, I'm not into this. This is your thing.
You are like
It's my first Keke Boo.
You're not into it.
It's my first Keke Boo Boo.
Yeah, I love a Keke Boo Boo. Here,
Oh, don't you have to look away?
your microphone. You need both your hands.
It's okay to rip the box. Oh, it's a really nice silica packet. It's one of the better ones I've seen.
Ooh,
It comes in a little
thingamajigger.
doily. I'll do nothing with this. It's lace. Is it panties?
Pansies. Keke Poo Poo and the pansies.
My Keke Boo Boo.
Oh,
I got it.
So cool.
Which one is it? Blueberry or is it grape? It's blueberry. I wish I got the mystery one. I love her. She has Blue's Clues paws.
Hey.
Is this an unboxing podcast now?
It might be. I mean, we need
For those of you that are listening that hate this podcast because you can't see, it's like a little girl. She has
gummy
her
bear
tongue out at me, and she's like in a gummy bear fuzzy costume, and it says Hacipupu.
By the way, how do you pronounce that? Can you sound off in the comments?
Hooky Pookie.
Is it Hockey Poo Poo?
Do I keep the bag? I don't know. This is madness. Anyway, all right. This has been another episode of the number 2 pod.
She can't breathe.
Oh yeah, you can't put a child in a plastic bag anymore.
Oh, smell it.
Oh, it smells like blueberries.
It's blueberry.
It smells like remember that toy we had as kids that was like the cherries on the spoon? It smelled like cherries. And then you pretend to eat it and the cherries would get sucked in. You ever had that?
The little doll?
No, the spoon.
Yeah, but there's a little doll.
Well, yeah, the doll, but the spoon was the fun part.
That's crazy.
Anyway, this has been another episode of the number 2 pod. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on the YouTube. If you guys like this episode, share it. We have social media, 2 pod clips. Help us get more Keke Boo Boos. If you have an idea for a topic, put it in the comments below. Maybe we'll read it and give you a shout out. Bye.
Bye.
I wanted the secret one.